Hey, good morning, Orange County Church. My name is Jay Miner, and I just wanted to call attention to the fact that 2020 is almost over. We got 2 months left in this year, and I think we can all agree this has been quite a year. Am I right? Things have happened this year that none of us could have imagined or predicted. Now, when things happen like this, it can oftentimes leave us discouraged, a little bit despondent, sometimes just numb, and we're not sure how to handle it. But what I want to invite us to do in the Orange County Church of Christ is to make a decision together that we are going to end 2020 not spiritually discouraged, not spiritually checked out, but instead leaning in to our relationship with God and letting Him really transform us over these next 2 months as we draw closer to Him, and letting Him use us to affect our world, our community, and our neighborhood. And we're going to do this a couple different ways. One is just by being intentional about thinking about it. We're actually going to have a sermon series starting in a few weeks about Advent. Now, Advent is something that has been going on in Christian community since the 4th century. And it's basically a time in the 4 Sundays before Christmas to focus on the incredible gift that is the coming of Jesus, that the birth of Jesus brought, and then also looking ahead to His second coming. And it's a posture of opening up our own hearts and being ready for Him to come back. It's a time of reflection, it's a time of repentance, it's a time to really prepare ourselves to celebrate Jesus and who He was, and then allow Him to use us in great ways. So we're going to spend 4 weeks kind of talking about that as we lead into Christmas, which I think will be great. But I also want to invite you to do something else, and this is going to be kind of fun. This is called Advent Conspiracy. Now, we all love conspiracies, maybe conspiracy theories. Maybe you don't love them that much, but these have become pretty mainstream lately in our culture. But the idea of Advent Conspiracy is we want to conspire together to do Christmas different. And I want to invite you to do that during the month of November. So the next 4 weeks, we're going to be talking about this and thinking about it. I want you to talk about it with your family. I want you to talk about it with your kids. If you're in a singles household, I want you guys to get together and discuss maybe how you can do this. As we head into the Christmas season, we're going to be doing a lot of things about worshiping God together. But one of the ideas behind Advent Conspiracy is how can we use the resources that we have and maybe allocate them a little bit differently. There's actually a movement of churches around the world over the last decade who have come together to kind of do this and have this mindset during the holiday season, which I think is just brilliant. And the 4 tenets of Advent Conspiracy that we want to kind of think about and focus on, number 1 is worship fully. And we're going to be talking about that as we head into our sermon series in a few weeks. Number 2 is to spend less. Worldwide, we spend over $1 trillion on Christmas every year. $1 trillion. That's a lot of dollars. And so the idea is, what if we did not spend all of that on gifts, just going to Amazon and buying something for everybody that is on our list, or everybody in our family? What if we decided to spend less so that we could do the 3rd tenet, which is to give more? Jesus came to give. For God so loved the world that He gave. God is a giving God, and we want to imitate Him in that. And during this season, we want to be people who give. So we want to maybe spend less so we can give more. And so the idea, here's just a very basic idea of how you can implement this into your family, is that you think, what if I gave one less gift, and then I use that money that I would have given on that gift, I use that to give to somebody in need. And instead of giving a financial gift or something that costs money, I will give a gift of my time. I will give a creative gift. I will do something else rather than spending money, but I'll use that money to then help somebody and do something that Jesus would have done. The 4th tenet is to love all. And so our idea is that we want to be full of love as we go into the holiday season. So what we're going to invite the Orange County Church of Christ to do over the next 4 weeks here in November is to be conspiring together to think, how can we do this season differently? And maybe think ahead and plan ahead for your budgeting for Christmas this year. And then we are all going to, on November 29th, participate in the International Day of Giving. And we are going to take up an offering that we can give to Hope Worldwide. And Hope Worldwide has been doing so many incredible things, especially during this year, during the COVID season. It's been amazing to see how they have really stepped in to help so many. And so as a church, we want to be able to support them. So I wanted to invite you not just to, we don't just want to do things out of habit. I don't want to invite you to give to Hope Worldwide out of habit. I want to invite you to give to Hope Worldwide because you believe in what they're doing. And together as a church, we can help them to make a difference in the world and help people know about Jesus. And so that's what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to be talking about this more over the next few weeks, but I just wanted to give you a heads up and invite you to start thinking about how you could spend less so that you can give more, so that we can worship fully, and like Jesus, we can love all. Thanks for listening.